Good morning, Wall Street Pete. Sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Well, you hit that like, you hit that subscribe. We talk about going on a ride, talking about going to the moon, and damn, hopefully we're going soon. How's everyone doing this morning? It's Christmas Eve. Not sure if you've noticed, but the crypto market's been going up for a while. A lot of creatures have been stirring, right? Even a mouse has. It's been pretty loud. Solana's been making headways. The crypto market is finally getting some of the respect that it deserves, it seems like. So just want people to enjoy this ride, right? We talked about that nasty, nasty bear market that we survived. And if you survived that bear market, I think tonight, I don't know if you drink, I'm not a big drinker, but tonight, I'm going to pop a toast tonight. I'm going to talk about this wonderful chart behind me. I'm going to talk about how I think Bitcoin is going to fall. I think there's a big, massive little dump, maybe not massive. Let's not get a little exaggeration involved. Let's just stick to the program. But Josh, nice to have you in the super chat this morning, as it is only 8:51 this morning, East Coast. So if you're on the East Coast, New York, I love so much. I'm going to go a little bit about myself here and talk about why everything changed a bit. Everything went digital. I don't know if people understand. This is the world we lived in before we hit buttons on
primarily
the phone.
in crude oil, natural gas, and the products derived from crude oil,
I worked here.
heating oil, and gasoline.
I love this place.
Over the past several years, this business has expanded tremendously. The growth of the industry and the growth of the exchange.
Look at the phone
The
setup.
past
It's like the
several
Wolf of Wall
years,
Street.
this business has expanded tremendously.
I used to work here, right? And what happens here, now, this is a setup, a big setup. Mr. Nicholas, nice to have you in the chat, Gary. Nicholas, Gary, Josh, whoever you want to be, you give me a call, right? You're in London right now. So you're like, hey, Pete. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing, Nick? Merry Christmas to you today. I just want people to know this is how the New York Mercantile Exchange worked. It was pretty wild. We get $2 a share, say. It's just a total random number. You want to buy 2,000 shares. Well, if I'm charging you $2 a share, you already know how much profit we make off your buy. You got to sell eventually, right? So you can't double the amount here. But this is just the position you're going to make. Yeah, congratulations, New Year's. Yeah, I'm having a baby. Oh, nice. Congratulations. I just bought a new house. You have these conversations. You build connections with these people. Actually get to really know and paint a picture of who they are over the phone, right? And this is what they do. And you build a wonderful relationship. And the guy's going to put $50,000 into this particular asset. We worked in the natural gas pit. So, Nick, you're going to say, hey, Gary, Josh, you're going to say, hey, I want to buy 50,000. Let me get some 50,000 Solana today. And you're going to be like, okay. Well, when do you want it? What price? When do you want? We're going to do post-close today. You're going to do post-close, yeah. So the market would close at 237 for us, or 230, say, and it would open back up for a quick 2-minute close if you got fucked in a position. So at the end of the day, you had 2 minutes to get in or out of a position to save your ass at the end of the day. Yeah, we worked crazy hours. The market opened at 10:15, post-close, 2:35. I'm on a boat going home, back to Jersey at 3 o'clock. It's fucked up world. We worked 25 hours a week. We made a lot of money. So what happens is you now invest 50,000 in Solana at the post-close at the end of the day. Well, oh shit, at the end of the day, there's a huge fucking rally. Solana at the end of the day goes from $60 at that time frame. And guess what? My name is Little Mikey on the exchange, and I buy some Solana also. My broker, I execute the trade. I tell him, well, we got Nicholas, Josh, and Gary over in Texas, and they just said they want to buy 2,000 shares of Solana at the post-close. Well, guess what happens? Well, the post-close is coming, and all of a sudden the price is rising. Well, we happen to buy more than 2,000. We were like 4,000. 2,000, well, the company bought for themselves at 69, and unfortunately for the customer, this is how it can happen. It doesn't always work this way, but unfortunately, this is why it's good to get the middleman out of the way. It's always good to get the middleman out of the way. What would happen? Well, you would be paying $83 on your Solana. Meanwhile, if we weren't fucking buying any, or if we didn't see this rally, you would be getting your 69 per and killing it. But because you can't access it on your phone and you have to go through someone over the phone and trust and build a relationship, you have to trust that all measures are being taken properly and you're getting taken care of. Well, this shit happened. This happened just like it happens now. So things were going digital. We were told eventually, working on this crazy place, on this trading floor, we were going to lose our job. Everything was going to get digital. You'd be able to trade by yourself. It's pretty crazy world. I hope you learned something today. We wanted to go over that for you and explain to you. But I didn't want to go over the crooked part of it. I want to talk about the good part of it, right? We did get good orders filled and people made a lot of money and they were very happy. But this is some of where I work.
The growth of the industry and the growth of the exchange and the part it plays in the industry has been dramatic over the past 10 to 12 years.
We expanded, we grew,
Video's
we're continuing to grow,
1995.
and again,
I
when we
wasn't there
continue
at
to
the time.
grow, we become a worldwide market.
A lot of this growth was fueled by a lot of this growth was fueled by the growth internationally.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Sonny. Didn't miss much. I was just saying that's where I'm from. Hit the like, subscribe. Worked on the New York Mercantile Exchange, and I got to watch all this breakdown from the very petty beginning all the way to the end there. It's pretty exciting. You know, it's a wild world. But let's get into the crypto space. This is pretty much what I just reiterated while I was silent. I do see a double top, right? Many of you have been following me. You do know that right from the beginning. So look at the oscillator. My oscillator shows it could be a nice pump coming right about here. Sonny, you're the man, you're the woman, whoever you are. I don't like to take assumptions, but I do appreciate you very much. So I usually like to say ladies and gentlemen. But right here was a good time to get a bounce. If we were going to get significant bounce, I'd usually see one right around here. So we're going to see if we get that. Looks like we're climbing below that area where we would get a significant bounce. So I'm pretty happy for that oscillator moment. It's a daily, so daily is important for me. But I see the double top forming. Now, we have a couple indicators here that can help us and tell us, okay, are we going to continue to go down? Could we see something like this? And I think we could. So be ready. Don't get bent out of shape, because a lot of people I do know, as soon as they buy, they get scared and they get out. And then what happens? Well, you buy right about here, right? 43,100. You see it go all the way to 44.5, right? You're showing your friends, oh, look at this. Look how much I'm up. So cool. And then all of a sudden it comes back down and you're sitting here and you don't want to tell no one and you're cursing by yourself, like what the fuck just happened. So this is kind of what I don't want you to deal with, but you can be careful because it is a scenario. I want you to pay attention closely. Just doing an update, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Nobody's really talking about what they want to hear about. I don't have anything here for you. Green Tool, it's been a long time. Nice to see you, man. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, whatever you may celebrate there. So I hope you and your family and everyone, of course, have a happy holiday. Please be safe. I will be celebrating tonight in old fashioned. So you can see what's happening with the tops. We're getting another double top here. I expect it to kind of sling down. We'll see what happens. I want to get a little bit of a better breakdown than what I see here. Usually what do? Well, we do the fibs. I got a big fib here, and I'm not trying to be funny, being serious. Give me a second. So we'll take that. We'll go to see what we've been doing from the time frame now to then. And you can see, what's the date? We're talking about October. So we're talking about October. What this thing has been doing since that time frame. And wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing this shit for too long. I've been doing this shit for way too long. What I was going to tell you is in a bull market, usually, in the bull market, you get that 50% pullback. But what I'm expecting for the first price, and ladies and gentlemen, just by doing quick fooling around, if you want to reverse and watch what I did, I showed you how double top end pattern can happen and what price possibly we would go to. Damn, I didn't even do any Fibonacci yet. I'm already at the price where I predicted. It's kind of wild. Been doing it for too long. I still believe this is a big possibility, and when it does happen, you'll probably hit the like and subscribe if you are not following. You will definitely do that if that happens. But this is most likely a scenario that I do see Bitcoin, all seriousness. 50% pullback in a bull market is very likely. That's all we're looking at. We're not telling you this is happening. I feel like it is, though. So it's weird because I've been doing this shit for so long that I honestly feel like this is the best scenario that will come through. 50%. But what I think is going to happen, I'm sorry, I'm fooling around here. I'm not really fooling out too much, but I do think that this is the particular asset price that you can get back into for Bitcoin. I don't know what all the altcoins would do if this started happening, but you could see the red daily dramatic candle down and what it would do. So pay attention to that. As you can see, and I want to show you quickly what happens, right? Big wicks to the upside. I analyzed this with me. These are daily candles. All of a sudden, the big wick candles are dying, right? Well, what the fuck is happening? The price is falling. What's happening again? We're getting some big wicks to the up. Not really aggressive because we're already so high. We're getting an all high area repeat of that last fall, and we're getting the same bullshit candles going forward. What is happening? The market is dying. The momentum is dying. The volume is dying. I see it right here. Look at the volume. The big red candle coming up. The first one out of the three that we were doing well on, right? You got to analyze this stuff. So what I see is that. And now I see a 1.68 trillion market cap, which tells me, okay, I'm very happy with that. I do know Sunday is coming, so get your Sunday shorts on. Hit the like button if you've yet to do so. But let's pay attention. We've got Moon River, right? 156%. I'd love to be involved in that. Solana. We know Solana's up. So we're going to watch what's going on further. A couple 1 billion market caps, right? There's not too many $1 billion market caps so far. When my buddy was telling me about that, I actually didn't pay attention. And then I started paying attention, definitely to mention, right? So we have what? Cardano, Chainlink, over almost half a billion there. That's a little over. Talking about Chainlink. Talking about Cardano, 681. That's climbed since the 500 mark. I hope he's watching. Mr. Ghosty Ghost, hope you're watching there. What was I looking to get at? I was trying to get to a specific asset I wanted to look here and talk about, and it's not here. Polygon there. I wanted to see what that... Oh, Avalanche too. So Polygon is 477, and we have Avalanche. Look at that, 1 billion. I love it. I love it. Avalanche market cap, 1.7 billion. What are you looking for? You're looking for all the small ones. Yeah, well, that could be your problem. That could be your specific problem. There are some small altcoins you market cap that you want to find because they are the ones that will obviously be the ones to move up. Dogecoin, $500 million. We're looking at $500 million market cap about to hit there soon. That will most likely bring you to 10 cents. But we're looking at we're looking at some of those, and that's what I like to do. My buddy brought it to my attention, like I said, just bringing it a repeat, and I love having friends that like to trade. I like to surround myself with the people who do the same kind of things I'm into. I don't, you want to do drugs and be a crackhead and sit there and do nothing all your life. we're not going to hang out too much. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get into this crypto thing. A lot of people are doing that today. I don't know if they realize. Avalanche up 15.5% in the last 7 days. Polkadot really making moves. Remember, it was $5, $5.66. So it's not a point in time where you could just sit there and really doubt, are we in a bull market? Are we in a bear market? I mean, you really have to pay attention here. I still have people tell me and ask me that. And I'm like, are you really? And I want to be rude, like, are you really fucking stupid? And I'm like, no, come on, you can't be like that. People don't know. Just because it's common sense to you and you've been doing it for so long doesn't mean this person understands. He may teach me how to make a car. I have no fucking clue how to do anything with a car. I suck at it. I can oil change. I can do a couple things like that, change the tire, right? But my point is that crypto is moving. And I don't know, if you're really asking yourself, are we in a bull market or are we in a bear market? I think you're really jerking your own chain there. We haven't seen altcoins do this since the last bull run. I mean, let's be real. This is crazy. I'm watching it. It's one of the most wonderful times of the year. It's serious here. Not just because it's Christmas, but it's happening. So I'm excited. I don't know if anybody in the super chat wants to talk about what they think can happen. I'm pretty sure this is a big possibility. What happens is the more and more you test something on a big wick, and you can see the big wicks down, we're really trying to test that. You can see what happens. So once we break through the 41,200 price, and we finish a candle below there, as you can see, 40,680 is going to be the trigger mark. That's a big deal. Bounced right off the 39,914 right here, which was a 23.6. We don't even pay attention to that pullback, but we did it. So what happens is most likely we're going to retest this. Sunday's coming in, no surprise. When this comes down, you'll see we'll probably break right through this time. And we will find major support at 37,358. We will, somewhere around that realm there, range. But I do believe to be trading somewhere. And if we can hold this golden pocket and get a huge, massive bounce off the golden pocket, you're going to find that there is going to be a massive rally coming in all the way through. And it's not going to stop till past January. And obviously February, we have a downturn, just a little correction. But you could pay attention that this, and you could definitely confirm that this is the golden pocket on a daily candle from the last big jump here. I like it. I'm sorry for the long video. I expected a retracement already. So did I. So did I, my friend. I definitely did. I still do. I mean, look at this. Double top pattern in here. Get to the daily. Get to the weekly. I mean, change it up. I mean, that's what I got to do here to understand what we could be doing. And the Fibonacci level could still be established through this. As you can see, it does kind of pertain to the same levels here on the daily. So I do like this. Look at the weekly here. Let's pay attention. What do we have here? We have major support at the 39,914. You can see that. So you're really going to watch this. You're really going to pay attention to that 39,914. It's a very important price for Bitcoin. Why do we care so much about Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin is king of all crypto. I mean, really. So really, if you want to know if your altcoin is about to go bananas or berserk, which by economy is 47 cents, what? I've been accumulating certain specific crypto assets. Cardano, by economy. I've been accumulating Jasmy, and I've been telling you that these things are going to happen, and it's breaking out of a huge pattern right now. This is a weekly. We can go to the daily and show you just to come through because of what's happening. We're a live channel. We usually do all our shows live, so please hit the like button if you are watching this as a replay. Even though it's a replay, I still need your help. My goal was 48 here, and we can come and finish the cup and handle at 69. Wouldn't that be a celebration price? I'm happy for that. Cup and handle inside a cup and handle. What would happen? You would get a retracement off the cup. There would be the handle for Biconomy, the Web3, very important for crypto, right? Not really. No one paying attention. Just keep buying the shit out of it until everyone finally wakes the F up. And then it'll hit resistance again. As you can see, the more and more you test it, eventually you will break through. Looking for an upward W through there. And my ultimate price range for this particular asset would be 115. If you woke up this morning and you didn't know who the hell I was, and it's your first time watching this, and you don't hit the like button, and you don't know what the hell's going on, but you want to get involved, and you still need me, right? Because you're curious. Well, just to let you know, there is 145.69% on your money coming. When is it coming? Well, the FOMO's real, so it's probably coming now. I don't mean right this second, but look and pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. You have to break above the 48 range, so that's not if we get a little resistance at the 48 right here. That's the first mark of this particular asset pattern here. It's a triangle. Looks like it could be considered a nice falling wedge, actually. This triangular pattern here I like very much. I'm trying to get it thick here. Excuse me. So you can see here coming in, I do like what we're getting, and maybe I'll make that smaller, but Biconomy is important. Nobody's paying attention to it, I feel like. So I do like this asset. I do like that maybe this is its turn to make the move. You can see where I'm getting in at and what my particular price range is. We're talking all the way to $10, and I know that sounds fucking insane, but yeah, put your earplugs in for your little kids, because this is why we curse, why we go nuts, because 7,500% on my money, I'm going to wait until that price hits $10, and that's 20 on the money there. But my goal is $10 where I dollar cost average out, because I am no fool. So pay attention. Definitely to mention Wall Street Pete. We have a couple levels you could see here. Huge level. Well, you may want to start getting out at the 658 zone. That's just my particular move. I'm going to be buying all the way to $1. I will be buying all the way to $1. I'll stop when it gets to $1. But I'm pretty excited for this asset. And you can see here, if you don't want to wait till the 10 and you're like, what, this guy's insane, there is about a 645, 650 price. So you could get out. And where would that be? Well, that would still be significant gains. So you got to pay attention. Definitely mention what you're getting into. Why do we care about Biconomy? What is Biconomy? If you're already at that point in time, well, you're already behind the 8 ball. You got to watch what it is. You got to watch one of the videos I talk about. Talking about this crypto asset for what, 2 years now, guys? At least 2 years. So when it comes time for these things to break through, they break through rather fast, and the FOMO is real as steel. As you can see right now, total crypto market cap is 1.68. I don't know the last time I've seen it this high. The last time I did see this high without being sarcastic or any sarcasm here at all, I mean, really is the 2021 run. So I'm pretty excited for this. Hit the like and subscribe. Let me know what crypto asset you want to talk about. Perhaps there's a 16.5 gain on your Solana. Did you buy it at $9? I'm even curious. What price, actually? That's a great question. What price did you buy your Solana at? I'm very curious. Biconomy is doing great. I'm pretty excited for this crypto asset, like I said. Looking for a range to hit resistance, and it's pretty crazy, right? I had this here before anybody seen the video. I had this here. It would be resistance. Look what it did. This daily 4-hour candle was probably going to match the daily. Yep, there it is. I was expecting some resistance here when it hit here. Didn't mean I was going to sell. Didn't mean I was going to buy. I just expected it to hit here on this pattern. We could get a quick down spike and then right back up. That's what I'm expecting. So Biconomy, exciting. You can see here where we're getting that significant bounce. Watch the beginning of the video when I started talking about Bitcoin's oscillator. I said, yeah, we're kind of getting past the point where we get a nice bounce. This is that zone. We're actually getting the bounce here. So on this particular asset. So it's kind of cool to see that. Solana, you know, you don't buy coins, you don't buy crypto assets, you don't buy any friggin' investment at that point in time. If you're not buying at the 73 where I have it hit here, like, hey, good time to buy. it's not a good choice. Not a good choice. So what'll happen here? Eventually, Solana's going to find its peak. I'm not sure, but I do believe that 144.5 will be the next major resistance for Solana. I don't know if this is the major resistance right here at 118.5. It could be. So this could be your head and shoulders pattern. I'm just doing a couple crypto assets. Maybe this morning you've been wondering what they're doing. If you were in the super chat, maybe you could say, hey, it's pretty quiet in here. Merry Christmas, Steven. I see you in there. But it's been pretty quiet in the super chat. Nobody's really excited. I mean, they're listening. I get that. I totally understand that. And I appreciate you guys. I really do. That's cool. I'm on a live. I feel like Bob Ross doing a beautiful painting because that's what this feels like. Right shoulder somewhere around there. Perhaps we keep it going and somewhere in there. But Solana's a really strong asset right now. I don't really think that this may happen. Perhaps the right shoulder is in the upward trajectory, which is more possible here. Talk about it hitting there and then maybe not even going there, but we could keep, I don't know if you see it, but this dotted line here is basically keeping us in the trend. So what we'll watch, and I'll get rid of this. This is shit I do on the side. I have a good time trading. You got to be careful. You'll get your butt kicked if you don't know what you're doing. And if you do know what you're doing, you could make mistakes and still get your butt kicked. But I do trend lines. You can see the dotted line. That's the trend line on the head and shoulders pattern that I'm having. We're going to get a slight correction here for Solana. This is what I would pay attention to. Now, oh no, what'd I just do? Get that back, hit this, and now delete this. Now, what I'm doing is I could do a little retracement. I'm just going to do this one last one for fun, guys. I know you probably want to see Solana. You want to hear what could happen. Could be the first time it's pulling back. Okay, it could be the first good time it's pulling back. You can see here, getting ahead maybe. Maybe that's happening. This could be a huge spike back to the upside. You can see where we're at. We're at a very pivotal time where this could spike right here, as I just showed you on the last particular asset, right? Economy did that. So I expect either the next leg up, or we're going to have this as the left shoulder and a head up there, or we are going straight to 144.5, which could happen. That could happen. We could get that. So pay attention to Solana, what we're doing. There's two particular moves here. Solana's going to 144.5, or Solana is actually correcting. The chances of a correction right now is very slim. I actually don't believe that's possible, but it can happen. You can see the oscillators up here, but it's wild. So I'm going to play it out right now and pretend that we're falling. Let's just, anybody want me to do both scenarios? Does anybody want me to do both scenarios? I think it would be cool if I did that. Let me see what happened here. Because I think I screwed up. Oh no, it's all here. Does anybody want to see both scenarios all the way up to 144 and then where we're at now and see where we could retrace? Because I think that's kind of fun. I'll do it anyway since there's nobody answering. But so this will be cool. Maybe I'll title this. So Solana, you can see the breakdown on this price. What was it? I can't get the thing there. There it is. You could see here. All right. This is difficult. This is very important to do, though. I'm trying to get it to where we show the correction. You can see the movement of the trend, right? Yeah, he said do it. I love it when actually somebody responds. Thank you. So we're looking to get somewhere around the range, though. Now, you can see we're not getting a red candle yet. I need a red candle somewhere. I need a red candle. This is not really good. So this is actually my least. So this first one will be the least accurate one. The second one, believe it or not, at a price that we didn't even hit yet, I feel will be more accurate. Watch this. So we're telling you Solana's going to 145 most likely. That's what I feel. I'm just letting you know. Now, the pullback on this particular would be a 50% pullback. Now, this, you know what? This is what happens. I start acting like a fool or a clown, whatever you want to say, like the weatherman I usually say, so it doesn't make me sound so ignorant here. But the trend line would hit perfect support if the head was here. So this is kind of an exciting video. I actually like this. I may get into Solana if this happens. Right now, I sold my Solana. Pretty happy where I did. Made some money, obviously, right? But if you watch what I said here, the head and shoulders pattern could really be doing this. This is freaking nuts. So something like this, then get back to a fake pump, and then come here. So you got a couple times. You can see how the price lingers. This would be the price of Solana if we are actually going to retrace. Now remember, each time we're up here, we have retraced. So the last time we retraced and got the sign, obviously was the next leg up, so it's difficult, but you got the sell signal on the 7th, and you were up here at $60-something resistance. You can see where it is, and it comes all the way down to 50. Now, if you bought at that, you're most likely going to sell because you're scared. You lost over $10 on your money. That sucks. And what happens? Well, you sell out. Now it goes up. You're losing your shit, right? This is usually the pattern. Does anybody familiar with this pattern? Anybody trade like this? I know you all did at one point if you haven't had this happen. So I'm trying to explain to you the head and shoulders pattern is very important. I think that's what's going to happen here. And the more and more I look at this, the more and more I think this is actually going to happen. That price pattern, that buyback price is actually right here on the cross. So $65.50. If you actually see this price reoccur, which I don't think will, I just said that I don't, but the more and more I do it, I feel like it will. I think we're going to get a $90 pullback. That's where I think we're really going to go. So that's Wall Street Pete's prediction, 100%. And finally, final answer, Regis. I know it's all over the place, but just listen. I think that this is it. If we pull back now, $90. We're not getting that 50% pullback. There's no way. I mean, I say it and then it happens. But here are your three options. The more and lower we go, the less percent chance I feel like it happens. We went up way too high. It's not going to come down this far. But if you pay attention where we're at, that could be the possibility. And I want to lay out one more particular move before we go, and then we could talk about whatever you want after that. So let's say we go up to here, and 145, somehow, boom, is the magic number. That is where we could go. Now, all these go out the door, obviously. They're all gone. All these numbers are out the door. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. But we have them here. Right? We did them here, I think. Somebody better just replay this and do a screenshot. I don't know what to tell you. So let's get rid of the mess. And we're going to play it out as if this happens. I've done this before, ladies and gentlemen. You can go back to a video. I'm sure you can find it. I've done it to the point where I predicted a price would hit and then pull back to that price as well. But the price was never even there yet. We did it with Jitto. Done it with a bunch of them. So if this happens now, this is where I think we get this particular pullback, and you can see the money line right there. Perfect, beautiful resistance before we broke out to it. So if we do actually keep going with the momentum, you can see on the daily, we don't finish the candle for another hour and 43 minutes on this chart. We could potentially see something like this come in, and you will find yourself possibly at there. And now the more and more I look at it, that's an upward W. What I see happening is a beautiful 97 pullback instead of $90. Now this is just on this particular one. Filecoin, I like Filecoin. I liked Filecoin in 2019. You know what I mean? There were certain assets that I liked back then. There were certain assets that I like now. Certain assets I feel like are getting blindsided or just not getting enough attention. The community's dying. I think Filecoin's one of them. I feel like Jasmy overcame that. Does that make any sense? Let me know how you feel about that one, Speeds. If I said that correct, I'm sorry. If I'm horrible at pronouncing Daryl. Let me know how you feel about that. I'm curious, actually. Does that make sense to anyone? Does that make sense, Jasmy? I feel like Jasmy overtook Filecoin. And please let me know what you think about that, your opinion. I'm really curious. Because any educated person could have that conversation with me. I'd be very, very happy to hear from you. So what we're doing here is this possibility. Solana's doing excellent. So if I had to go back and I had to say which one of the charts do I believe, I actually believe in this one probably a little more. I do. But I do see the same move coming on the daily here. And I don't see any small daily candles showing any minute runs anymore, right? Showing that we still might be going. I know I'm overbought at the top here on my oscillator for the daily. I do see that. Do you see that? We're overbought. So it doesn't surprise me. Sunday's coming. Would it surprise me? I mean, it would have to happen for 144 to have to hit. It would have to happen tonight. Christmas miracle, call it what you want, right? It's not really a miracle. It's not far from there. I mean, really, it's not. But I think some people are waking up. I thought $100 would retrace on Solana. I did, and it's just a stupid hunch. 25% more gain, 26% gain possible. I mean, really, I do think that is there. It could go, but more than often, I would not buy in this range. This is more of a sell-off than anything coming, but it could spike. It could spike all the way up to there, and then would be something else. So pay attention to the buybacks. I think the worst case scenario, 50% pullback. Once it started going below $82, I think there would be a problem. There would be a problem at that point. So just pay attention to this. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just, the gentleman likes to wear the visor. But what's your thought on IOTX? It's another good one. I believe I have that in here on the charts. And I appreciate I do appreciate you and your, Jesus, can't even say it, participation. Thank you very much for it. We have it right here. We have it right here for you for Coinbase. It's pretty cool, right? I already have spots that, listen, the last time, holy shiznit. The last time I traded this asset was probably 6 months ago or longer in January. Look at this shit. This is crazy. So I have this saying maybe resistance up here. We're obviously way, way off here. This chart was probably a different chart than the daily. We're probably on the 4-hourly. I do like to trade on the 4-hourly, so I was probably looking here. But you can see here on this bottom, perfect support resistance flip. That's beautiful. Very bullish move, even though it did come down. But IOTX, I've done my little research on here. I actually liked it. Needed to break above the 4.2, so about 4.5 cents to be considered serious to come up. And I had it circled here that I was buying in this range here from 2.883 all the way to the 3.5 stopping. You can see what happens here. And then we got resistance flip to support, which was another big sign here. And these are just daily charts. And you can see the last flip here. And sometimes this is what I pay attention to. It's up to you. You don't have to do it this way. But I do find myself getting repeated bounces. Or perhaps if it doesn't do the same. Did I clone that? They are copied. What I'll pay attention to is the peak there. And look at that. The fall almost matches the support resistance flip. So what I would do here is probably short this, I wouldn't short this, excuse me. I'm sorry. I would not short this. If it was up at the peak when we were getting there, as you can see, and I was seeing these big signals here of the fishtails telling me, huge resistance, which you're getting, huge fishtails, a double fishtail. It would tell me that we could be coming down and we could get this M pattern through, but we will break out of this. What'll happen eventually, and you could repeat this and then get that, and that's what you'll get. So I'm looking for that to happen. If you can see it, looks like we have hit resistance and the support flip perfect from the old area. You can see it perfect. So this chart was a little off. I don't know why it wasn't updated. Maybe perhaps I didn't look at it forever. But that's why I was smiling, because it wasn't that far off. OTX, man. Yeah, it's a good one, but you got to see what's happening on the charts. You can see overbought. Sunday's coming, guys. What do you think's going to happen? The dump. I just got done telling you. The dump. Everyone will keep buying. Everyone will keep FOMOing in. I understand that as well. You'll all keep doing that. And there's 3 ways to trade. There's 3 ways to trade, right? Can we all admit that? How many ways is there to trade? I'm just curious. How many ways is there to trade? I say there's 3, right? You buy the dip. Spot account. Buy the dip. Hold the mother effer. How about this? You trade on leverage. Get your ass kicked. Become a millionaire. Learn life lessons. That's what leverage is all about. It's crazy. You will learn. What's the other way? The other way is spot trading in and out, in and out, in and out. Spot trading in and out, or staking. That's the other way, really. 3 ways. HODL account, staking. That's one of the most important ways you can become a millionaire. You could change your wealth. You could create generational wealth. That is probably my number 1 method. What do we call that? Dollar cost average into the market and dollar cost average out. Now, people don't understand exactly what that is. But when I say dollar cost average in and out, you're trading on leverage. Imagine that. You're doing low leverage, 10 times leverage, 7 times. Yeah, that's low leverage. Some people are doing 200 times, getting their ass kicked. You can keep buying the price or selling the price, more and more pressure. You can keep adding to that. That's accumulating. That's dollar cost averaging in. If Solana, I longed it at $90, right? And you can obviously tell if I longed it at $90, no matter how many times I longed it, we're making money. If you feel like there's not resistance coming, well, long it at 100. I am dollar cost averaging in. What did I just do? Well, say I just bought $1,000 Solana, 10 times leverage. Now I'm using 10,000, right? Because I'm 10 times leverage. I have much more Solana at, 80 bucks, say. Let's just say, let's say 90 bucks. I think that's what I said. Then it went to 100. Well, then again, at $100, I decided, which I would never do, because that'd be a price I thought would fall. I'd have to look at a lot of TA before I would do that. But my point is that a dollar cost average 10,000, or say just 1,000 real money, into Solana at 90. Then I did it again at 100 bucks. What is my average buying price if I used the same buying method? What is my average buy-in for Solana if I used the same price? If I put 1,000, entered, and then I did it again at another price, my average buy-in in Solana is $95. I got it at 90, and then I got it at 100. The median, the average buy, if I used the same price levels, would be $95. Well, if we looked at that, by me buying, I fucked up my average on Solana. That bothers me. I'm a numbers guy. Some people might not bother them. They're excited. They got more Solana. There's another way to look at that. You could look at it, well, I have 10,000 in Solana, right? Or I have 1,113 Solana. Say that's the number. I'm actually could be way off. I'm not even thinking about that right now, if that's correct. But my point is a lot of people look at how many shares they have. All right. Some people do that. There's a lot of different investors, a lot of different ways people look at shit. I look at, oh wow, I have 10,000 Cardano or 100,000 Cardano. I don't even look at the price. I don't even care about the price. My goal is to accumulate 100,000 Cardano. That's it. So when that time comes to where I'm happy with how many shares I have at what price, I'll sell then. That's when I'll sell. Pay attention to that. Think about that for a minute. You may have never, ever, ever in your life thought about trading that way. You trade on when the price is where the price is, right? Boring sideways action. What happened to the price? It started going up. Consolidated. Boring sideways action. Did not start going down. Built the support. What happened? It went back up. You have to pay attention. Some of these things do these things for you, and you don't even realize it's doing it. When was the trend done? Well, the trend flipped. When did it stop falling? It happened to be the exact date of, and you're not going to know this date until you see it in your face. November 8th, 2022. Where were you? You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. That's where we went. And you can see the cup and handle coming through. And this cup and handle may not stop all the way to the 135, 145 range, or 143. I love you on this particular one. So if you pay attention, that is what you're looking at. So my TA could be a little off. Maybe you want to say I love you and get out at 143. Maybe that's what you need to do now that we're looking at this a second time. That could be the price that makes most sense. So I love to beat the whales. I love to beat them. So if I'm going to beat the whales, what am I getting out at? I'm probably going to get out at 122. I'm going to dollar cost average some out. Why? Because I'm beating the whales. I'm beating the whales. Because if they decide to drop this biatch right here, which is starting to look like could be that detail of TA I did on the first trade, could mean that $90 is coming. And when it comes to $90, if we get a humongous bounce after the 97 or the $90 that I just showed to you on that one, we're going to get a huge bounce. And Solana could be trading already to something. I'm talking about 200 and something. Sorry, Daryl. We do have to go. This is one of those longest videos, one of the longer videos we've done. And a lot of people don't appreciate long videos. They don't have time to sit here for 30 plus minutes watching a video. But you know what? Some people do. Some people enjoy it. We all have our cup of tea. Wall Street, peace, sick dough, and crypto, though. I hope all of you do enjoy the show. I do enjoy the content. Thank you so much for being a part of the moves. Please subscribe if you've yet not to. We're going to have some prizes coming out, raffling in 2024. We're going to do some daytime trading on leverage. We're going to do tutorials for you. We're going to do a lot of different things, and I'm hoping that these prizes can come out more and more, but we have to build the community. We need to hit the like button. We need to share and show people that this is a different crypto channel for real. So talk to you guys soon in the comments section. If you felt that you did not get your crypto asset and I didn't get to show it today, why don't you just comment in the comments section when this video is over, and when it's a replay, just do me a favor. If you're watching the replay, just say, hey, I want to hear about Filecoin. Can you do some TA? That's all you got to do. It's not that hard. I'm not being an a-hole. I'm just saying, for real. It's that easy. Ask some of these people that have been subscribed for years. They love it. Have a great day. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever the hell you may celebrate. And if you celebrate nothing, well, you know what? Maybe tonight is the night you should have a shot and say, you know what? I survived the crypto bear market. How many people in this world can say that they did that? I'll tell you right now, there is not that many. Take care.